boys and girls, welcome back to mCubeNEWS. We have a little exclusive on the lighter side. Have you heard of Waymo? Waymo is the car service that's basically driverless, and it's supposed to take you where you want to go in a car that drives on the road using AI. It has no driver. It has no human backup driver sitting in the front seat doing nothing while the car drives, but it comes to pick you up and it takes you where you want to go using radar and AI and cameras, and it drives through the city and takes you where you want to go. Well, sometimes it doesn't work too perfectly.
A man nearly misses his flight when a self-driving Waymo taxi takes him on a wild ride he can't leave.
KCAL News reporter Lori Perez is live in Santa Monica with how that car took him in circles, Lori.
That's right. And understand, this happened to a tech guy. He loves the idea of driverless cars and was really excited to ride in one. We've been seeing them all over tonight here in Santa Monica. But now he says he won't take one again until he knows they have worked the kinks out.
Okay, why is this happening to me on a Monday?
Mike Johns started rolling as the Waymo he was in started going round and round last week, and he started going in circles with customer service.
Why is this thing going in a circle? I'm getting dizzy.
He says it was spinning like a teacup at Disney World in a Scottsdale parking lot with him trapped inside and unable to stop it.
It's circling around a parking lot. I got my seatbelt on. I can't get out the car. Has this been hacked? What's going on? I feel like I'm in the movies.
In a video that's now gone viral, he says the Waymo turned like a top at least 5 times before customer service was able to get it under control and headed to the airport where Johns caught a flight back to LA. All the while, someone or something talking to him and failing to ease his concerns.
I don't have an option to control the car.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
really so sorry about this.
Well, can you stop this car?
I am trying
My
to pull
goodness.
it over right now. Apologies.
Where's the empathy? Where's the human?
Now, my man is talking to AI, which their customer service is all AI. So that's not a real person he's talking to. And you can tell because AI doesn't always respond right. It doesn't catch all the little slang and the little terms that we all use and we all understand. AI didn't catch that. You can always tell you're dealing with AI because it gets confused easily, and sometimes it pronounces words wrong. But anyway, he's talking to AI in the car, and it's trying to help him out, and he's struggling.
Connection to this. It's just, again, a case of today's digital world, half-baked product, and nobody meeting the customer, the consumers in the middle.
He's still not certain he was communicating with a real person or AI, and says he has real concerns about the service he'd like to share with Waymo, but he says no one has reached out to him, even after his video has been viewed by more than 2 million people. Johns works in tech, and he wants to see this succeed and thinks it will, maybe just not yet. It's called driverless, but to him, at this point, there's a better word for it.
Humanless. Humanless, right?
Yeah, you could have taken the Uber, dog. The human interface was not there. That's what happens. We all have computers. We all have phones. We all have, we deal with our cars when our cars decide to trip out and there's no human interface, but you kind of got to learn a way around it. You learn how to cajole a thing, get it back on track. With these Waymos, it's way too much. Way too much.
Humanless. That's that ghost in the shell, right?
Now, this is not the first issue these Waymos have had. There have been reports of people trying to carjack them and other glitches. We did reach out to Waymo tonight for comment, but have not yet heard back. We are live in Santa Monica. I'm Lori Perez. Back to you.
Well, sometimes that happens. This gentleman here, the car started going in circles. Why? And he didn't seem to be able to do anything. Now, I know if you if you really pay attention to the Waymo instructions, you read, you look at videos, you figure out things, how to do things, you can kind of plan your escape should something like that happen. This gentleman didn't. At least it appears that way. He seemed way happy in the video. Kind of like maybe it wasn't as scary as he let on. Now, we got his video here, his real video from LinkedIn, right? And he shows the whole thing clearly. Now, we're going to look at some stuff here. As you see, as the video starts, he's been going around in circles. Now, right here is the screen in the front that the driver would be looking at, kind of showing you the navigation route. And you can see the little outline. There's a street here. This looks like to be a parking lot that he's in, and you can see the little highlighted green area. Let me take this back a little bit. Now, as we watch him go, let me get some sound.
It's just going in circles.
Hi there, Mike. This is Gab. I'm calling from Waymo.
You see the screen here where the car is like going back and forth. It's going around this little circle, this little parking lot, right?
Yeah,
down here at the bottom.
Yeah, I got a flight to
You
catch.
have your
Why
screen.
is this thing going in a circle? I'm getting dizzy.
Look at it.
Look at what it's doing.
Real close.
I understand. I'm really sorry, Mike. We're currently
You
working
can
with...
see where on that screen. Okay, let me see if I can find the exact. There we go. Now down here at the bottom, in this little white zone here, it says pull over. It's a button you push, a panic button, if you will. Now there's no big red staple style reset button on the center console here, something like that. But there is an escape button here. Now why my man didn't press it, I don't know. But I'm starting to get a little idea why. But anyway, let's watch his, full video.
Look at what it's doing.
Start from scratch.
Okay, why is this happening to me on a Monday? I'm in a Waymo car.
You're seeing that terrifying.
This call may be recorded for quality assurance.
This car is just going in circles.
Hi there, Mike. This is Gab. I'm calling from Waymo support. I'm just calling because I received a notification that your car might be experiencing some routing issue. Please bear with me while I am...
Yeah, I got a flight to catch. Why is this thing going in a circle? I'm getting dizzy. Look at what it's doing.
I understand. I'm really sorry, Mike. We're currently...
See, she didn't respond. He, you know, a human would have been like, you know, I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry. Ooh, I don't know what's going on. So it would have been some emotion. None. No response. She just kept talking while he was talking. That's AI. 100%.
Working with the situation of the vehicle. Is it circling around a parking lot, right?
It's circling around a parking lot. I got my seatbelt on. I can't get out the car. Has this been hacked? What's going on? I feel like I'm in the movies. Is somebody playing a joke on me? And I gotta
see, no response. That was a joke. My man is funny. He's sitting here laughing while this is going on. He got a smile on his face, and she's not getting it. That's how you know it's AI. So he's basically in a computer world. He's stuck in this matrix, and he has not pressed the get out button, but he's acting like it ain't there, like he don't know about it.
Flight to catch.
I understand, Mike. I'm really sorry for this. We're working with this, but by any chance, do you have an access to your Waymo app right now? Do you have an app? Okay. Now I'm gonna be pulling the car over while we are trying to assist the car. Oh, hold on, just a second.
Oh my goodness! I just better not be late for the flight. You guys are gonna.
Now, see, first she said she ain't got no control over the car. Then she said she's pulling it over. You can see on the map that the car is trying to stop.
Take care of the flight.
Car stopped, right?
That
kind of in that
really
parking lot.
sorry
Yeah, because this is crazy. This is crazier.
I apologize. If you have your app pulled up, I need you to tap my chip in the lower left corner of your app.
Can't you just do it? You should be able to handle it. Take over the car. You don't need my phone.
Okay, now another thing I want you to see. Look down here on the bottom. Now you see clearly. You can see that button. Let me see. Let me open this up.
You to tap my.
You should be able to handle it.
Clearly, you can see. Oh dang it! It's out of focus. Hold on.
Take over the car. You don't need my.
There you go. Look. Pull over right there. That button is right there in his face, and he ain't used it. He ain't seen it, or he don't claim to have seen it. But it's right there in his face. But anyway, if you take a look, you can see the route. right, that the route the car is trying to travel. And as the car goes around in this little circle here, you can kind of see what's going on, because the car looks like it's trying to leave that parking lot and go straight out to the main road.
Yeah, because this is crazy.
But watch the outline. See, the green is where it's going. Now see,
if you have your app pulled up, I need you to
see how it's kind of fuzzing in and out? Okay, now it's out. Okay, let's go straight. We're going to leave the parking lot now.
Take over the
and
car.
And it glitches back around and says, go around one more time. Go around the mountain one more time. You ain't leaving, you ain't leaving the desert.
Well, can you stop this car?
So, I'm not knowing exactly why it's doing that, but that is a problem. That is a problem. Now see, when you're dealing with a driverless car, you're dealing with a lot of information being input into this thing, and it's got to figure things out. It's got to start from scratch and figure out how to do it. And it's not perfected. It's not ready for prime time. It really isn't. But we're gonna like I said, this is from his LinkedIn page. Now he got a whole lot of people here
why is this happening to me?
that are commenting about stuff, right? But anyway, you know what? Let me show you where we're going. All right. Now, like I said, the route pretty simple. Coming from Scottsdale, got the route here. Okay, it said on the screen in the Waymo car, it said it's gonna be about 30 minutes to get there. I caught it one of the early frames in the video. So he's up here. I found his location. He's at the Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport down here, right? He's up here north of Scottsdale. And we have found the area where he is going around in circles. Now, see, there's a Hertz rental car place up here. Now, I'm figuring, pure conjecture, the man has picked up the Waymo where he dropped off his Hertz rental car. He's in Scottsdale for something tech related, right? It's a business trip. So he drops off his rental here instead of at the airport, which is a little strange, but sometimes you get a little better deal when you go off the airport. So he's here. This is where the route starts. I'm assuming he's not at Babbitt Motor Works because they sell cars, and Godspeed Performance, they do hot rod stuff. But anyway, here he is at Hertz. He picks up his car. Now let's go to the visual. Now my man, right here, he picks up his car. It starts to drive and starts to leave this parking lot, and then boop, cut back around, boop, cut back around, and for some reason, the AI in that car, the computers in that car, can't figure out what to do. They just stuck. It's just totally a glitch. He needs to come out here and start hitting this route, and go where it goes. Now, most of these Waymo cars work. I've seen videos. I've seen stuff where they crash and where they do real stupid stuff, especially when they get around other Waymos. And sometimes people play with them. Like in New York, you can throw a cardboard box or something in front of a Waymo and it loses its absolute mind. Throw a orange traffic cone out in front of it and it will get stuck and stop. And I've heard the car starts crying. I don't know, but we'll just leave it at that. It's really difficult to say why that car started doing the loops. Now, it did about 8 loops. He called probably in the second or third one, and we see 4 or 5 more happen while he's sitting there. He was about, they said, 5 minutes delayed. Now, I'm pretty sure the car eventually stopped somewhere in this circle, and he probably hopped out of it and took a regular Uber to the airport. We don't have any real information about that. Only thing we do have is his link
on a Monday. I'm in
and all the comments from all of his friends. Now, my man here is like, blah, blah, blah. Now, they said in the news, all these news reports, 50 million different news agencies covered it. They in here in his comments asking him for permission to use the video. I mean, BBC, ABC, NBC, whole bunch of little, even TMZ, they all hitting him up like, can I use your video for my news? I want to show this. This is going viral, so I got to get on top of it, right? Now, every time they hit him up, let's see. Matter of fact, one says CBS claims you made your flight Want to correct him on that? Because he's saying he didn't make the flight. He said, somebody else asked, wow, you missed your flight, right? And Mike said, yep, I sure did. So he didn't make his flight. Now, the news reports that I watched from Fox and I think it was CBS or somewhere, they said he actually made his flight because the flight was delayed. He was only delayed about 5 minutes in that Waymo time warp circle he was going through, and then he actually made it to the airport and made his flight because his flight was delayed. But he's on here saying he didn't make the flight. I don't know. It's starting to get a little sketchy. Later down here, people are talking about, hey, TMZ repped your article. He said, ooh, you know, send me there's a page in here where he says, send me a link to it. So he wants to see it. You know, he's going viral. He's digging it. It's looking kind of cool, you know. Load more comments. Now, there's a whole lot of comments to this thing. This one post here. Let's see. How did you get a Waymo for an airport trip? They don't do drop-offs to the airport in Los Angeles. Curious what your destination was. Now, he lives in Inglewood, so he's trying to come back home. A flight from Phoenix to LA. That's what he was doing. And this person asks, right here, this is the first one. Why did you not hit the pullover button to stop the car? The one I was telling you about, right? No reply. He didn't say nothing. I didn't see it. I didn't know about it. Whatever. Nothing. There's a couple more. Here's another one. Sonia Bout. The white button on the display is a pullover button. Why didn't you stop the car? No response from Mr. Johns. Not a word. Quiet. He just goes quiet. Let's see. Hey, Mike. I work for BBC News in London. I hope you got to your flight on time. This is crazy. We would love to show this video on our platforms. Can you tell me if you took the video? If so, we can use it on BBC and its partners. With credit to you, please feel free to email me and discuss further. Blah, 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 blah. No response here. Now, I'm pretty sure my man hit the DMs on this one. Yeah. You know, what you paying? You want my story? What's up? Start talking turkey. Now, this happened a few times. You know what I'm saying? You know, the Iron complaining about the Waymo, a little harsh, get it by a break, let him learn his lesson. Glad you made the flight safely. See, that's what they said on the news reports that I heard and watched, that he made the flight. He said he didn't. A little strange. Some people have had good experiences with these Waymos, but not him. Here's another one. Hi, Mike. We liked your video. Could we share it on our old interactive networks and give you proper credit? No response. Sure, he went straight to the DMs, right? I work for Sky News in the UK. I'm sorry you got stuck. Can we put your video on our platforms? No response. Hi, Mike. I'm a journalist from Norway working at VG. Would like to make a video about the situation with this humanless car. Can we use in the video story? No. So I'm pretty sure. I mean, this is pure conjecture on my part, but my man is trying to get some cash for this one. Sounds to me like he copped that car tripping and said, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and turn this into something. You know what I'm saying? It's called a parlay. That's the vibe I'm getting from this story. It just goes on and on, man. People are like, wow. You know, people are like, can I use your story? Can we talk about it? They ask about the button that's clearly in his face. He don't respond at all. I don't know what to say. It just goes on and goes on like that. These things, all right. All Mr. Mike Johns aside, these driverless cars don't know the point. I don't understand the point of a driverless car. How long does it take to recoup the price of the technology on this Waymo car by not having to share the commission with the Uber driver? I mean, Uber versus Waymo, whose business model is making more money? Do you want to trust your livelihood, your life and limb to an unperfected AI driven car? I don't. I don't know why they're forcing it. I don't know why they are. I do know why they're forcing it, but I just don't see it. It's certain things that the human mind can do better than any computer. And that is reading situations, number one. It is responding to comments properly and getting jokes, number two. And number three, as a professional driver myself, I don't think there's any computer system in the world that will drive as many years accident free as I have. And I mean, you know, as a professional driver, you have to read situations well beforehand. You have to rely on your experience. You have to rely on the things you've seen. You also have to rely on your sense of self-preservation, which an AI does not have. An AI-driven vehicle does not have a family to come home to, does not out here making decisions based on experience, based on gut, is not predicting the moves of other drivers. I mean, I can't tell you how many times in a day I see somebody sidling up next to my truck, and I can tell you exactly what they're going to do 15 seconds before they do it. I don't know if the AI can ever do that. And sadly, we're just going to have to find out what it's all about, because these accidents and these little glitches are going to keep happening. Yeah, a lot of people can't drive either. Don't get it twisted. Yeah, I have to dodge idiots all day long. They love getting in front of trucks. And they counting on my brakes being in great shape. So, you know, with us, some of us out here looking out for the bad drivers, we do okay. Yeah, there's a lot more traffic deaths than there are airplane deaths. But you're not flying airplanes remote. You're not driving trucks remote. And these cars, best of luck to you. But anyway, on the bigger and better things, keep that Hemi under your right foot at all times. This is mCubeNEWS, and we are out.